tonight. He's the star and director of the fantastic new film, American Pastoral. Please welcome Ewan McGregor.
Ewan McGregor, you and me go long, long, long way.
She's starting Keeping Up with the Joneses. It's Isla Fisher.
I love Fisher. I love me too. Understand something to me.
His debut solo single, This Town, is out right now. It's Niall Horan. Is everyone feeling okay?
Not so well.
Okay. Hey, we are each representing 4 different parts of the Commonwealth right here. Maybe we should speak in our thickest accents.
Right.
You know, and just for all of our American viewers at home.
Aye, all right then. Aye.
That's great, that.
Sounds. If after all this time you were just pretending to be Irish in one direction, and now you just suddenly came out as a Scotsman.
Another direction we'd call you.
Yeah, when you first came here to America, did people know? Did they have a hard time pronouncing your name?
Yeah. I got yeah, still they do, I think.
Really?
Yeah, because it's not an American-sounding name, Ewan.
No.
And nobody, and it's spelled like Ewan.
Yes.
So I get Ewan mainly.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I get Eugene. Eugene.
That's not sexy.
You would be a very
Eugene.
different guy if you were Eugene McGregor. You would not
Eugene
be
McGregor.
an international movie star.
Maybe not.
I don't think so.
But they said that with Ewan either as well. You know. Starring Ewan McGregor.
Isla, you must have had some work. What do people pronounce your name?
Well, actually, I'm embarrassed to admit, but we're on like a star tour, you know, those bus tours that go by your house.
Yes.
And let's go Ali G Star, Sasha Cohen, and Star of Wedding Crashes, Isla Fisher.
Yeah.
And one day I just had enough. I was outside anyway, getting the mail, and I said, you know, it's Isla. The S is silent. And the guy's like, sure it is. Are they home? Are they home yet? It's me.
Now, Niall, this is your first time that you've been here on this couch without your 4 buddies or 3 buddies from your band. This is your first time as a solo artist. How does it feel without them here and around the
There's a
place?
lot more room anyway.
There is. It was a tight squeeze.
Yeah, it was a tight squeeze. It extended the couch a couple of feet. But yes, it's obviously different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good so far. I'm enjoying it.
And like the other boys have been incredibly supportive about the releasing your single so early and stuff.
Big time. Yeah. I think, if the public see that they don't tweet me or something, they all go, oh, they're not supporting him. They didn't tweet him. They didn't publicly think he was brilliant. But yeah, like everyone's been great. Email, texting. It's just been
it's
great
terrific.
Response. Yeah.
Now, Isla, we have met before.
Yes.
One night in London.
Oh, it was awkward.
It was a rather. There was a. Would you like to tell this awkward story?
Oh, I'm quite embarrassed you brought this up, James. But yes, we were at a party together.
Yes, dinner party.
Yes.
A big party, a dinner
All
party.
right, you're going to make me sound worse. Can I say in my defence? I have 3 children and I live under a rock. I don't know anything about pop culture and I'm very uncool. But anyway, we spoke with you and your lovely wife for most of the evening, and then you kindly offered to drive us home.
Yeah.
And,
sort of guy I am.
He was so sweet. And people kept talking about James Corden. You know, everyone was saying this and that about James. And I'm thinking, who's James? And then finally we get in a car together and we're all snuggled into this car. I'm sitting next to you, your wife, and my husband's in the front. And then you said some comment like, well, that's what James Corden would do. And I'd had enough. I'd had a lot to drink. And I said, who the is James Corden? I said, everybody's talking about this guy all the time. Who's James Corden? What's so great about James Corden? And there's total silence, and you go,
that would be me. Now, you've been living in Los Angeles a few years now. What's the biggest difference between British people at home's impression of what it's like living here and the reality of living here?
I think there's an impression in Britain that's like this tabloid media version of LA is like a 24-hour non-stop hip-hop party. You know? Like red carpets to the supermarket, and you're just always hanging out with extremely famous people. It's really suburban. Like my life is about the kids and school runs, and I love it that way. But I think the impression people get, and then when they talk about Hollywood actor, McGregor, and think, I'm not really an actor. I'm not anything. I'm just Eugene from the block. Don't be fooled.
Don't be fooled by the rocks that he's still Eugene from the block. That's it.
That's it.
And that's what everyone says about you.
That's right.
That's the truth
Down
of it.
to earth Eugene.
That's it. Well, talking of huge international movie stars, your husband, Sacha Baron Cohen, is a huge star. Now, he has some risque scenes in films.
Oh, yes, yes.
What do your family think of some of the things he's done in films?
Well, I did have a funny... We actually shot a movie together called Brothers Grimsby, and my dad and his wife, she's a lovely German woman, came out to Cape Town to visit the set, and I was all very excited. They'd never been on a movie set before, and it's so exciting. I said, come on, we'll go and visit Sacha, and so we went all the way out to set, and we got there, and we arrived just as this giant, animatronic elephant's vagina opened, and popped my husband's head. He began pleasuring another gentleman's parts until it relieved itself upon him. At that point, I said, that's what we do, Dad. That's stay in the office.
No, well, have you got any plans to start an acting career?
Definitely don't have the patience for that.
Really?
Inside an elephant?
Best scene in the movie, by the way. I don't think I've got the patience for it. You guys have got the patience of a saint. I don't know if I have. I'm too fidgety for take 7. No,
right.
I'm not. That's how bad of an actor I'd be. There would be 7 takes. Yeah, I just wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be in a Woody Allen movie.
What's it like when you shoot your promo stuff, videos?
Yeah.
Are they like in a day, or are they?
Yeah, but they're not like 6-week projects and 25-year careers and stuff like that.
I've been
it's
working
one day.
for 25 years.
There you go.
So he's talking about.
But now you will know. Now you will know not to cast none in your next movie because we have to congratulate you on a truly, truly beautiful and stunning movie, American Pastoral. I enjoyed it so much. And what makes it even more astonishing is that this is your first time directing a feature film. Now, you've worked with some of the most incredible directors on the planet.
Yeah.
Did you get lots of advice from them?
Yes, from everybody.
Really?
Mainly from not directors. Yeah.
Oh.
I got some really good advice from a director who knows, a mate of mine. But to me, said you just want to get everything organised before the actors get on set. You want to get the cameras in position. You want to get the tape down on the floor. sort everything out so they can't come on it all up.
And there's someone
And I said, no, I've never worked with them. Just a mate of mine. I went, I'm an actor. What are you talking about? Yeah.
Well,
But then also you get advice from everybody, like people who aren't directors as well. Gardner gives you advice.
What does your gardener say?
Just people just go. Everyone says, "What are you doing next?" And say, "Well, I'm directing my first film." Oh yeah, you want to make sure that, and suddenly everyone's got advice. I don't know why they think that it's.
Well,
Let me ask, does some of the advice, have you got a nugget of wisdom from someone unexpected? Ever? Like, did you get something that you thought, oh, that's from someone random?
I got some really good advice from Ben Affleck, who I met once or twice, and I called him because I want to. He's directed himself in 3-4 movies now, and he gave me some really good advice, which is be careful not to undercover yourself, because when the clock's ticking and you're losing a light and you're worried that you're not going to make the day, the first thing you'll do is just ignore your own coverage, and and that is good. He said, don't.
you were never going to do that. You'll spend a good chunk of day. Let's get another close-up on this bad one. I actually think it plays. The scene plays on this, guys, because you are actually reflected in my eyeball, and it's most powerful. Yeah. Well, it is a brilliant film, and you are terrific. Let's take a look at a clip from American Pastoral, which is... That was a clip from Keeping Up with the Joneses, which is in theatres everywhere right now. Congratulations on the film. You're so funny in it. Tell everybody who you play.
Well, I play Karen Gaffney. I'm a suburban housewife married to Zach Galifianakis. I don't know if you've seen his show Between Two Ferns, very funny. And this Amazonian goddess who looks like a different species, she's so tall and beautiful. She is part of a neighbour. She's basically a spy with John Hamm, and they pull us into web of international espionage and hijinks ensue.
It is hijinks. It's very, very unfunny. It's such a great cast. It's incredible. You should be so proud of it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Now, talking of exciting casts, you and I could not be more excited that Trainspotting 2 just finished shooting. I don't know if I've been so excited for a film in a long time, because when that came out in Britain, that was it, really. Yeah. It was it. And when you were shooting it back in Scotland, people must have been losing their minds as you were running around the streets.
we did a scene.
All Eugene from the block. Eugene's back.
We did a scene running down. I'm trying not to give anything away, but we were running down Prince Street, and I mean, it must be our
Spoiler alert.
Anyway, we did a scene. Me and you and Brenner running down Prince Street, and they didn't close it. They just had cameras hidden, like, and on the end of cranes and stuff, but hidden away. And we belted out of the shop and down the pavement, or as we say here in America, the sidewalk. And running through the real public, but it was Renton and Slud.
Yeah.
Like, just running down.
And in your head, are you imagining drums going dum 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 dum?
But you could see people going, that was quite bizarre.
Amazing. But talking of running around, you've just been backpacking all around Southeast Asia, and this is why I'm finding incredible. You went totally incognito, no? And you were staying in hostels and places, frankly, that I consider to be beneath you. What was it like? What was it like for you walking around? Did fans ever figure out that it was you?
Yeah, it was an unbelievable experience, and obviously something that I always kind of wanted to do, but never had the chance to do, you know, because I was doing other things.
Yeah.
I was doing something else.
Yeah.
But, you know, all my mates got to do the whole backpacking thing, and I thought it's only fair that I get to do it. So, yeah, me and my two cousins, we met, and we all went down to Australia and started up and went through Indonesia and up through Vietnam, Cambodia, ended up in Thailand, did an island hopping around Thailand. But we stayed in some holes.
Well, does your mum own a backpackers?
Yes, the hole he's referring to is my mother's.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Where is it? It's in Greece. It's in Greece, right?
Greece, yes. We have an ecotourism business on Cyprus, but we also have backpackers. So I see backpackers. I've actually worked at a backpacker whenever I visit my family, and I'm worse because I'm too embarrassed to ask anyone to pay for anything. I know what I feel. So I make them a cappuccino, which of course it takes a long time for me to, you know, I'm an actress, I've got no skills. So trying to work a till and like make a cappuccino, and then I'm too embarrassed to ask. So I'm the worst. But it is fun. It's
no,
great.
it definitely was.
And then you just dropped this single from nowhere, which has been absolutely huge. It's been so out of the blue. When will you be releasing the album?
Yeah, so
when do you need my BVs, is what I'm saying.
Well, I'm actually...
vocals. Technical terms you don't need to know about. Go on.
Well, I've just... Like, this time was probably the first song that I'd actually completely finished, and I've only recently got a producer. I've written all the songs, and I've only recently got a producer to do the whole thing, so all next month I'm going to be locked in the studio, starting from scratch, recording vocals, guitars, all the rest, and then hopefully I'll be bringing it out early summer next year, I'd like to think. Not sure, but...
Oh, well, we can't wait. Reggie, do you have a question for any of our guests this evening?
Yes, I do. Tonight's question goes to Mr. McGregor.
Ooh.
In time, over the past 10 years, would you say things have gotten progressively more interesting, or do you see that there are too many roadblocks and there's an inevitable, undeniable path to destruction?
I fear that you might be right about the roadblocks in the bigger picture, but in my picture, things have been infinitely more interesting as I go.
That's pleasant correct.
It's absolutely correct, ladies and gentlemen. Please thank our brilliant guest, Ewan McGregor, Isla Fisher, Niall Horan. He's performing